Good morning, dear students. It's time to start with English. So be ready. We have the title in here. It says, What's on TV tonight? If you talk about TV, that is television, right? The short way of television, TV. So, if we talk about television, we are going to talk about adjectives. For example, interesting, when a program is interesting. Exciting, when a program is exciting. In here, frightening. In here, funny. In here, boring. And if we talk about television, we talk about films. Films or movies. It says, an adventure film. And you have the example in here. An adventure film. In here, comedy film. And you have an example in here, comedy film. Then it says, a romantic film. And we have in here the example. A horror film. For example, Chucky is a horror film, right? In here, a science fiction film. And we have in here the example. Cartoons. And now we are going to do the sentences. It says, adventures films with S because it's in plural, 1 and 2. Plural, you have to add the S in here, in films. And you have in this part the adjective. Adventure films, something is missing in here. What is that? Are. Because it's plural, you have to add are. Adventure films are, and the adjective, exciting. In here, a romantic film, and you have in this part the adjective, boring. Because it's singular, what are you going to add? Is or are? Is. Excellent. A romantic film is boring. Horror film. Horror film is frightening, right? In here, cartoons. 1, 2, 3. So that is plural, cartoons. Cartoons, the space, is or are, and in here, funny. Funny, the adjective. So, if it's plural, what are you going to add in here? Is or are? Are, right? Very good. In this part, you have a science fiction film. A means one. Is the same as saying one. Singular. Only one. And you have in here the adjective. Interesting. Is. A science fiction film is interesting. So, if you take a look, first is gonna be the program or the film. Then is gonna be is or are. And then the adjective. You have another example in here. Comedy film, funny. If it's singular, is or are? Is, right? Very good. Comedy film is funny. Excellent. Now we have in here Reading. A reading time. It says, what's on TV tonight? And you have the part 1. It says, it's a conversation between friends. Matt says, I don't like this game. This is a game. Why don't we watch a film on TV? Neil says, that's a great idea. Tina says, what's on today? Let's have a look at the TV guide. In the second part you have, this is the TV guide. It says, Tina, is there anything interesting on now? Neil says, no, there isn't, but there's an adventure film on channel 5 at 7 o'clock. Matt says, great, I love adventure films. They are exciting. Zoom, he is Zoom. Zoom says, I like science fiction films. Lucy says, why don't we watch a romantic film? She is Lucy. She is Tina. He is Matt. He is Neil. And he is Zoom. In the number 3, Matt says, no, thanks. They are boring. I like horror films. They are exciting. Lucy says, no, they aren't. They are frightening. Tina says, I like comedies. They are funny. Neil says, no, horror films are funny. I always enjoy watching them. I'm not afraid of anything. Number 4 says, how about watching a comedy? That's a good idea. So, after reading, you are gonna do this. You have to look and match. You have to match, okay? Match with the correct options. Then, the other activity. In here you have some pictures, and what you have to do is to complete with these options. For example, it says an adventure film, a romantic film, a horror film, a cartoon, a comedy, a science fiction film. So what you have to do is to complete in here. You have A, B, C, D, E, F. Remember, it's not necessary to draw. You only can write the answers. So, that's it. Bye-bye.